Sunday, August 22nd, 2021. I guess it was a good day. And I have been taking photos, but I just haven't done anything with them. And I don't think I'm going to. There's always more photos. And it's just like, is it really? It's like, I was there. You know, it would just be added into, yeah. So, I don't know. And the time has passed. And I'm only doing it for myself. And if myself does not care all that much, then I have permission to just not everything has to be recorded and archived. There's just too much anyway. And I'm not even going to go back and look at all of it. And it might just be I don't know. I won't remember what I didn't record. So it's like, oh yeah, I remember that, but I won't remember the other stuff that didn't go up. I'll just neighbors. When you can hear their conversation and they're like over there, like across the street and down a floor, it's like maybe they're being a little bit loud. Of course, I don't know how far my voice carries, but I figure it doesn't carry that far. Anyway, I guess it was a good day at work, I suppose. And then I went for a run after work, and that was that. It was already like pretty darn hot out, and but I made a go of it. Went out to the end of Stellar and back, and then I did a cool down. I'm still reusing water bottles, so I'm still doing that, and just refrigerated tap water. And it seems to be working out pretty well. I like it okay. It's not like any big deal, and it does save me thought. The money is that it saves is good, but it saves me thought, and that is like priceless. It's one less thing to think about. I mean, sure, I have to now think about filling up those bottles, but it saves me the thought of having to go and it's like remembering that I need to go buy water and then go and pick them up and then carry them, and I might have to talk to people or deal with people to get to where they are, and then go and purchase them, and there's somebody at the station and they might want to chit chat or like, buy more water, eh? Thirsty, huh? And it's like people feel it necessary to come over and talk to me sometimes, and it's like, thank you for your interest, and I just want to go. So anyway, now I don't have to do that, as long as I keep doing what I'm doing. So now I can just fill up old bottles from the tap and refrigerate them, and yes, yeah, it works better. It fits my changing ideology better to my liking. Suits my lifestyle, which is good. And it doesn't require more of me. It requires a change in me. So, and I can do that. Little things. So, anyway, so I was still doing that, and it was hot, and I did my walk afterwards to cool down in the heat, but ran up here, got a water bottle, liter, and toured around, and yeah, and that liter it didn't make it back. It just was gone, because just so hot, just losing so much water, and but it felt good. It was a good run. And I do like that course that I'm running now. I like it better, I think, than going out around the tennis courts past the college. Now that the college students are back, that area is a lot more congested, and there's a lot more people. And it's just beginning. The college students are moving back in force. So there's a lot more people out on the sidewalks, and it's, and I even had to go off path today a few times because people, they just are completely oblivious to their surroundings. They've got headphones in, or they just are just staring at their phone, and so I have to, it's my responsibility to be aware of other traffic, so I have to, and make adjustments. Whereas like before, I just had the whole place to myself. Now it's like anyway, I guess I took it for granted a little bit, but I was aware that I was on borrowed time. So anyway, it's like the same thing with noise. You got people yelling outside for no reason, just no reason at all. They're just yelling to talk. That's how they talk. And, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of living in urban setting. And like, really, do you have to be yelling outside? I don't know. And you got traffic, and it's just, oh my gosh. And I am just becoming more and more disenfranchised with just a lot of things. And it's nothing that I can't make changes about. I just, I just have to set my mind to it, and I can make little corrections. But it's always with the change. It's like you never know. Once it's like there's gonna be different things, no matter where you go. And like there's no perfect place or setting. There's always going to be the new things that are like troublesome. It's like, well, at least at the old place I didn't have this. Now I've got this. So I don't know. And let's see. So besides the yelling outside, which is just distracting, just throws me off. I'll go for a run in the morning too. It's cool, and I'll probably go out to extend the run. I'll go out that way, and circle back, go out that way. And this will be the 6th week in a row where I've done an hour run or greater on Mondays. Plus, just this past Thursday, I did a surprise hour run, just for no reason, because I felt like it, and just woke up early on Thursday and went out for an hour. Sure, why not? It seems like it's something I can do nowadays. The not smoking really seems to help a lot. Huh, it's crazy. September 28th, 2019 was my quit date for smoking. September 28th, 2019. Yeah. So approaching 2 years for that. And never had any support or, recovery for not smoking. No, whatchamacallit. No groups, no steps, no indoctrination, no propaganda, no counseling. Just decided to quit smoking because I was, Done. I didn't like it. I didn't like myself. I didn't like myself smoking, and I decided to stop, because I had stopped before, but again, yeah, so, yeah. And so it's like, after this long of not having had a cigarette, do I still have cravings for a cigarette every now and again? Yeah. Do I go out and immediately buy one? No. Because it passes. And and I also remember all the things about smoking that I don't like, and how it is a pain in the ass to quit because of, addiction, and, that mental process and the chemical imbalance. And it sucks. So, yeah, I can't afford, and I don't want to afford to have one, because I can't say what happens after that. So, because it's like, oh, that one, yeah, it brought back memory. And it's like, no, it's easier just to stay, and then I don't have to worry about it. So I don't. So anyway, I don't consider myself a smoker. I haven't picked up a cigarette in almost 2 years, and I don't have. I'm not tied to it. I'm not bound to it. I'm not tethered by it. And constantly checking, do I have enough? When was the last time I smoked? Can I smoke yet? It's only been half an hour. It's only been an hour. It's only been 2 hours. Or if I'm going for a road trip, do I have enough to make it? Do I have to? It's like, I don't have to check on all that stuff. I don't have to keep track of it. I don't have to schedule it. I'm a lot more free, and that's pretty cool. And it's the same thing with alcohol. It's like, it's not my master, not my commander. It doesn't dictate and mandate my movements and travel, and occupy my mind at all times. So, can you put a price tag on that? Can you sell that? Can you bottle that? No. An appreciation of that too. A lot of recovery is about trying to, it just feels like a lot of people are trying to get back to how it used to be. Because they remember it used to be better, it used to be good, or, or they're trying to find a way that they can have it both ways, where they can maintain, a regular life, whatever they want to call it, and still be able to enjoy it. And it's like, if you've gotten this far, chances are, no. So, but they're trying to find a way, and they're not really trying to find a way to not. They're trying to put, So, I don't know. People believe whatever lies are the most convenient, to allow them to find some peace of mind or satisfaction or contentment with the reality in which they find themselves. And I do too. There are some lies that I currently believe, which I choose to believe, as they allow me to continue. But I cannot put my finger on them, and I cannot tie them down. They're just enmeshed with, and overlaid and ingrained with the construct and fabric that taking any of them out at this time would be serious. It'd be destabilizing. And it's like some of them are necessary at this time, but I couldn't tell you what they are. But it's like those little things that it's like, I'll just leave that one. Just leave that one alone. I'm dealing with enough right now that I don't need to go messing with other parts. So, I'm just making this all up as I go along. This whole life. I don't have instructions. And no one does. I understand that no one else does. And, I'm not alone and all that stuff. But no one really knows what they're doing. Because people have various systems and layers and, supports that makes it appear like they know what they're doing. But, and people, a lot of people, they actually do believe that they know what they're doing, but I don't buy it. You get down to the core of it, everybody's just kind of winging it. But people should put on a good show. But deep down, I think most people are scared. And the rest is, I don't know. I'm not going to go there. So, and I'm no different. Try to, maintain a posture, a stance of some semblance of knowing. I don't want to appear like I don't know. Know what? What is there to know that one needs to know? It just always has felt like that everybody else seems to know what they're doing and what the deal is and what's going on, whereas I've always just felt, okay, well, I'll just follow along whatever you guys are doing. You guys seem to know what you're doing, so I'll just, so that credence to authority that since I have always felt out of the loop, that I will just, well, I'll just believe in whatever you guys are doing. And so anybody that seems to know, I'll just follow them. Okay, you seem like you're in charge, okay. So, and so it's kind of different for me now, where people look to me like, because I've kind of have been carrying myself independently, with just, I'm just kind of confident that I know what I'm doing, but I don't. I have a good idea about where I'm supposed to be doing, where I'm supposed to be, and what I feel I should be doing, and maybe that's confidence. I don't know. But people see it a little bit, and I guess are confused by it. Like, where does this guy come off? How does he get away with? It's like, oh, I have nothing telling me I can't, or I shouldn't. I just do. It's like, in theory, none of this should be possible. But then, well, don't tell me, otherwise I might not know how to do it. As long as no one tells me, or they don't deconstruct, it's like, well, I'll just keep on doing it. So, and I'm sure I'm expending a lot more energy than I probably have to. But I don't know how to not do it the way I do it. So, just running myself. Like, and it does, I run myself to exhaustion. And I don't mean just running. I mean, like, just working, living, existing, just, trying to be as present, as engaged with everything that I'm involved in. And trying to also appreciate it and maybe find something other than the mundane in it. Some measure of, I don't know, layers. Seeing past and seeing complications, not problems, but the complexities, the innate complexities that, like, how did things get to be the way they are, and what are they right now, and like all the different like little things that are like intertwined and that allow for the system to exist the way it does, and then in there the problems, and like all the things that we take for granted as being, without understanding why and how they are, and what's going to happen when they stop being. And it's like, what then? A lot of these things that we take for granted now will be changing within my lifetime, should I choose to remain, which I think I might. I'm still a little iffy sometimes, but I just give myself the benefit of the doubt and just go ahead and stay anyway. I'm enjoying my freedom far too much. It's like, and I've paid a heavy price. So I don't want that to... It's like I'm now in the phase, I think, where it's like, I can breathe. And it's like, it's not by accident. This is what I've been working towards this entire time, this level of understanding and feeling okay, just the bare minimum of feeling okay. Not entirely stable, not entirely grounded, but just okay. That's what I've been working towards. And it's like, is this what other people will just walk around with all the time, just assuming? And that's how they've always been? That I've been... And I'm still not there, and I probably will never get there. But this is as good as I probably get. This level of just being okay. Like nothing, there is no end of the world going on. I mean, besides the regular ends of the world, plural. There's multiple ends of the world going on at any one time. But nothing is currently threatening. No meteor. And I don't have a tiny umbrella. So I keep going around my business, going about my business. And I guess that's the other thing. Running long. It's like I did some writing, and I wasn't sure about it, of course. Thinking I might have overstepped my bounds. But it appears it was received well. But I haven't checked. I just saw a few little things, and it's like, oh, it got seen. It looks like it was received well, but I'm kind of skittish to investigate and to see. So it's like, oh, and I disappear. It got noticed, so I disappear. And I just need to get some distance between myself and my words and whatever reaction is there, because I haven't looked. It looks like it's a positive reaction or response, but I can't really handle it right now. So I'm just leaving it alone, and so I don't know what that looks like. It's like, but this is how I, it's like a safe space where I can just do this, and no one is. This is just for me, and it is what it is. So, but all my thoughts that I wrote, yeah, that's just scratching the surface, and that was censored. playing nice, being diplomatic. Because I'm not nearly that optimistic in real life. I try to remain optimistic, but sadly, it's hard, and it's getting harder. It's like the more information, it's like, and that might just be because I'm exposing myself and being exposed to like less than, but I think it's real though. I think it is something that should take as seriously as, because it is. It's probably even more serious than what even the worst of it is, because the worst of it is what we don't know. We don't have the, but I still, so it's a whole thing. It's like, but my mood tends to shift darker as far as like, I think there's definitely a bottom that we have to hit, and we haven't hit it yet. And as far as like population, we just can't maintain this level of population. I was about to use a different word, but I'm not going to. There's just too many people on this planet, not enough resources, not enough room. And yes, everybody needs to or wants to have like the same life and opportunities as everybody else that came before them. But that's not a luxury we can afford for everybody. It just isn't. Not everybody gets to have as many children as they like, and as much land as they want, and as much property and toys, and not everybody is. At what it cost, at what expense, at what destruction. There's always a hidden cost. Just no one even thinks about. Everything. It's consequences. It goes the other way too, with good consequences, but our reckless behavior. So, anyway, this has gone on long enough for one little session. So, I'm looking forward again to my run in the morning. It's something to look forward to. That's something I look forward to. Of all the things that are going on in my life and all the things that are not going on in my life, that's something I can do for myself and something I feel good about. And no one can take that away from me. I might hurt myself, and I can take it away from myself. That's usually because I'm overdoing it. So I just need to regulate, moderate my activities. When I hurt myself, when I start to feel pain, hey, back off, slow down. So, I'm still figuring it out. But the body is getting accustomed and adjusted to the activities. So, that's good. Even the knees are starting to restructure a little bit. Muscles that are used to support. It's like, good. So, I still have to be careful though. Anyway. Yeah. So, I guess that's it.